Where are we tonight? I mean, can I get a one, please, if you can hear me? Huh? What's going on, y'all? I've missed y'all a little bit. I said I missed y'all just a little bit, but the shit been rocking. Okay, thank y'all for the ones. Thank you, Bunny. Thank you, Libra. Thank you, Lawana Dean. Listen, it's been rocking. The party never stopped moving. The information never stopped coming out. My question is, ladies, how y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Y'all still talking in circles? Y'all want to point out that one white man that's a piece of shit? Compared to 1,600,994 niggas that ain't shit. What are y'all doing out here? Miss Divine says she doing good. Snapper, what you doing with the comments, girl?
Girl, I'm having some technical difficulties a little bit. Girl, I'll be right back. Let me go back to my other phone. This ain't working for me. Okay. I'll be right back.
Okay, girl. I was looking and our icons keep getting big and little. I'm like, what's going on, Snapple? Aaliyah, are you doing okay? Have you enjoyed the past 2 weeks? I know I have.
We have enjoyed ourselves behind the wall. You know, that's what I really prefer. Because it's no filter. We can just pretty much say whatever we want, and we don't have to worry about YouTube guidelines and nobody trying to shadow ban or trying to report us or trying to strike you or take that down and all this other bullshit. We don't have to worry about that. We can say whatever we like, and that's what I really appreciated about it, because it's hard to talk on YouTube without saying some of the stuff that we say, because we don't have a filter. We really don't.
I was beckoned. Ladies, be clear, okay? I know that some of the subscribers can be messy when they send you screenshots. I got a cloud full of them, right? I know they go back and forth between content creators. Listen, y'all, I ain't ignorant, right? So I have to verify some shit before, I have a smoke night. This is the thing. Black women are taking so many L's. You would think Minnie Riperton was singing around this bitch. La, 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 la. Bitches, you're taking L's left, right, and center. And guess what? You're still doing the same shit that you was doing in 1993. Let me go ahead and share my goddamn screen, okay? I've just been sitting back, kicking it with the ladies, doing lives or what have you, having meetups and all that shit there. And ladies, I've been looking out here at the landscape, and Black women, you are fucking up. You're fucking up. I did a little internet trolling and was looking around at the people that were on the right side of history, okay? And the tally and the results reflect that Black males are throwing you up under the bus and getting on the right side of history and stabbing you in the back in the meantime. So when I went digging and searching and going down rabbit holes looking for people that was getting on the right side of history, Black folk, I'd see 10 niggas and then a fence-sitting nigga bitch, okay? So when everything's added the fuck up, you're fucking up. And here's the thing. They still don't like you. Ladies, they going behind your back saying all types of crazy shit. And it's been happening for a long time, way before social media. And it's still going on today, especially with this reset. They going behind your back talking crap. Ladies, this right here is the Altair 8800. It was the first, right, commercially successful home computer. I'm looking at the chat. Okay. It didn't have internet access. It didn't have any of that fancy shit. It was just a computer. Maybe you could type a paper on it, save some shit, whatever. Very ancient. Very ancient. I see y'all down there talking about it. Very ancient. Ladies, the average Black household didn't have this in their house to begin with, okay? This computer came out in 1975. Black folk ain't had this shit. They was still around here with color book food stamps and, living in actual PJs, high-rise, flats, whatever. If you're down in Florida, they was living real hard for the most part, okay? But behind your back, way back to what, 1948? Huh? 1948. This right here. Those behind my wall already know what this is, okay? When Black men want to do something or get something accomplished, they do it. That's why I'm confused, right? When you're still trying to get them to go ahead and fix the Black community. Do you know if Black males wanted to fix the Black community, it'd have been done a long time ago? Aaliyah, did you know that?
Of course I did. If anything, they're running in the opposite direction, farther hill away from the Black community. Soon as they get something. We've already established that, so yeah.
So Black men back in 1948, of course, they was going to jail like they are today, right? You ain't did shit to them. But when they going ahead and getting on that chain gang, they talking about you on the mixtape. Hey, on the mixtape. I don't know why these people at this website called this shit Black Woman. The actual name of this song is Black Gal. I'm looking at the chat. Black Gal. In 1948, look at these lyrics. I don't want no jet Black woman. Oh, she's too mean. Lord, Lord, she's too mean. Right? It goes on and on and on and on and on. Then we go to the last motherfucking verse, and they said that you was bald-headed as fuck. And when I bring my long-haired woman in here, bow your goddamn head. Let me look at this chat real quick to see who y'all think the long-haired woman was. Uh-huh.
Girl.
Yeah. Who was it? Who was it, Aaliyah?
I haven't. Oh, come on now. We all know who the long-haired woman was. Who the fuck? This is a song. These are song lyrics.
Oh, it's okay, right on YouTube today. You can go ahead and Google, I don't want no jet Black woman. And that's the first thing that'll pop up. And it's a bunch of niggas in 1948 on a chain gang saying they don't like you, bitch. They've never liked you. They didn't need the internet to say that shit, but Black ass women wasn't listening. Aaliyah was T.
Oh no, I was just about to ask who the singer was. Do you know who? So you said it's a group of black men on a chain gang?
Yes, and it's a recording of them chain gaining, saying that
Wow.
there is a lead singer and the rest of the black men on that chain gang describing how god awful black women are in 1948.
I can't really say I'm surprised. 1948, black women,
Mm-hmm.
they've been hanging y'all a long time. I mean, but they still want to debate this with us and argue about it. But okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that part. So you go on, years go on, they still ain't got no internet, but they still talking shit about you. You's a hoe, a trick, you suck plenty of dick, you are to be fucked, tossed to the side, you a baby mama, and all that type of shit. And this is just one group. Okay? This right here was in the 80s. All right, we're talking 40 years ago, and you still don't fucking get it. That's why, ladies, I do not let these bitches talk to me about anything. You got me all the way fucked up. If you think you fixing to check me, there's not a pink book lesson that you can teach any of these bitches that's gonna fix these niggas. I don't give a fuck if they go natural, clean house, be demure, be submissive, take care of them babies, get a full-time goddamn job, and suck that dick past their tonsils. There's not a pink book lesson in the world that can fix these niggas and their feelings about you. Aaliyah, what's tea?
Girl, they're still telling them to do the same shit that their mothers and grandmothers did, and then none of that changed anything. Okay, I think I kind of know where we're going with this. But I'm gonna continue because I know you got some more slides to show before we get to going in on this bitch.
Absolutely. Ladies, when black women get upset with me and throw shade, i.e., the title, okay? I know what the fuck their problem is. They're still holding out hope, and I'm snatching the rug from up under their feet. Don't you dare take my fucking hope from me. We can still fix this, even though they was talking shit about you before you skeeted out your daddy nutsack. Are we here? Are we together yet? Okay, let's keep going. All right. When this motherfucker here came along, hallelujah, amen, amen. Did the church say amen? When this motherfucking clunk of junk came about, right? Now the whole world, okay, was able to hear black men and how they felt about you. How many of y'all had this clunk of junk? I had this clunk of junk. Aaliyah, have you ever had this clunk of junk?
This their first Windows computer with the dial-up modem that we did all that damn screeching and shit. All that shit, I can't do it. You know that shit will make it so much damn noise trying to connect. You like, what the hell?
Oh boy, when this thing came out, black men was like, "Give it to me, baby." Snapper, you got anything? Because you back. Because I do not want to leave you out this conversation. Are you old enough to remember seeing this computer?
Yeah, girl, I'm a millennial. I remember
Okay.
I've been seeing these shit. This shit look like a cinder block though. Wow. Damn, I forgot that shit used to look like that. But yeah, they got these devices and started broadcasting their hatred too. And as far as throwing shade in the title, I know we're gonna get to it, but it's like what you said, how dare you take my hope away, but also they're saying how dare we as divestors, how dare we put ourselves first, how dare we have standards for ourselves and not want to be around some Blackistani ass bullshit. And it's like, girl, sorry you want to be dusty, that's on you, don't be mad at us because we don't want to be.
I'm throwing shade the entire time because I'm trying to figure out what lesson can you teach, whether it's pink, green, right, blue, red, whatever lesson can you give black women to impress a group of men that hates their fucking guts? What lesson can you teach? I'm not aware of one because these bitches have tried everything. They've lost weight, they've gained weight, they have had children, they have changed gods around this bitch. I done seen these whores go from Christian to Muslim. Anything to try to please that man. Yet and still,
Girl,
yes, ma'am.
I don't trust people online that have the word lessons in their name because it's like, bitch, who are you, Iyanla Vanzant? I ain't trust her ass either. You know what I'm saying? Like, what qualified y'all to be running around fixing people's lives and handing out lessons that nobody asked for? Like, bitch, sit down and have a motherfucking seat, bitch.
If you use logic, right, there is no lesson to be taught. if you sit down, shut the fuck up, and scale, just look at the landscape. Look at what's happened in history. Look at what's happening today. Look at the stats. And you would deduce on your own, without my channel or a Pank book channel, that black men cannot stand you. And during this reset, it's getting really, really bad for you ladies. It's getting horrible. Well, we got this clunk of junk, and there's a tower to the right of it, okay? And you can pop one of these motherfuckers in there, and oh, Lord, here come the chat rooms. Here come the message boards. Here comes the chat rooms, and one of the first things niggas said on that chat room, black women ain't shit. I'm looking at the chat.
I knew you was going. This is where you was headed. They've been talking shit about y'all since Black Planet.
AOL Black Planet, when BET bought it, they was talking shit about you. Ladies, so it sort of looked like this, right? Up in those messenger websites and shit like that. When black folk came in there and when they was talking whatever nonsense they were talking, and white people was like, listen, just shut the fuck up. We don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what dissing mean. I don't know what a skeezer is. I said, I don't know what a skeezer is. And
Girl, DZ.
Yes, ma'am.
The white folks probably were like, why? What do they mean that? What is DAT? Because, they weren't like spelling the correctly.
That part.
They probably like, what is going on? Is this a new language we weren't aware of? Because, they brought the ghetto ebonics to the internet.
Right. Heifer, Stacy, don't dash, but check it. So when they was getting that unwarm welcome, because don't nobody want to hear your oppression Olympics and the bullshit that you talking about your baby mama. And, oh, hey, white people, black women ain't shit, because be very clear. They were saying that. Pull up. So the black folks got together and said, AOL is racist. It would be nice if y'all gave us an area of our own. And AOL said, yes, my son, I'll give it to you. And it was called Black Noir. If you look up in the left-hand corner, you probably can't see it. AOL hosted this bullshit as well, okay? And ladies, when black folk got their own area, just like they did on YouTube, they start talking all types of shit about their mamas, their baby mamas, their sisters, and whatever else. This board is talking about let's celebrate Martin Luther King, but they said, fuck that. I want to talk shit about you. Ladies, they got the update, right? The update. I got to compare this, okay? In this first one, Net Nor says the soul of cyberspace. When they start feeling themselves and bitches start nigga bitching in there, the greeting said, if you're not black, you better leave. I'm looking at the chat. Is history repeating itself? Did black folks do this in the last 20 years as well? As soon as they begged Zaddy for some shit, they get their own shit and then get a little arrogant and entitled. And you black women go up under the bus. It's no different than today. A lot of you in the clouds were little girls when this was happening. Pull up, okay? You got anything, Snapple, before I show you an old post?
It's just the audacity for me. Like, I already know they have audacity from what they've been doing. But, just seeing this, like, what the fuck you mean? If you're not black, you better leave. These be the same group of crybaby ass niggas and nigga bitches that would fall on the floor in a tantrum if white people made their sites and said, if you're not white, don't come here. You're not welcome. This ain't for the blacks. White only. Oh, wait, I forgot. Yeah, they had that. And them blacks were crying and shit and, trying to protest and get milkshakes from the white people spot. But then they want to turn around and do this.
My thing is, they set up and they did this shit, but who invited the white folks in first? Oops. I mean, because who started this integration shit with Becky for their own selfish purposes. Oops. So I mean, my thing is they had Dr. King on the original screen, so he's the originator, innovator, and motivator behind all this shit, right? See, this is a history lesson for your ass. This is the real lesson here.
Listen, exactly. Ain't nothing pink about it, right? It's universal. Black men can't stand you. And every time a piece of communication is available, they communicate. Ladies, those of y'all that ain't behind my wall, did you know that there is a very, very popular grandfather of the manosphere that when there was no internet, he took out a classified ad in the Atlanta Journal-Constitution just to say, black women ain't shit. I'm looking at the chat. There was no such thing as internet. We still had classified papers, the one you touch, the one you buy from the grocery store with the comics in it and all that shit. He took out an ad just to say, and you had to pay for those, by the way. You had to pay for those. But anyway, I digress. In 1999, all right, look at them celebrating Kwanzaa. Move around, ain't no such thing. Okay, ladies, in the relationship group 2, thread 11, the question was, why are black men the most likely to date outside their race? Some of you are not even as old as this post. This post was made in 1999. So I got a question for your Pank books and pills and all types of shit. What you finna do? What the fuck you gonna tell these women to try to impress these niggas? This post was from 1999, okay? And back then, all right, you wasn't finna tell the nigga bitch nothing. She operated like this. Let's go.
Find me a good black man. I'd be damned if I let him go anywhere. I always said I'd never fight over a man, but you let me have a good black man and the bitch can't say shit to me because she will get her ass kicked.
That part.
That's Pank book lessons right there. We see you, girl. That's you. I'm telling you, girl. See, that's all I hear when these mangy ass bitches get the yapping, just a whole bunch of barking. See, y'all hear a lot of stuff I don't even get to hear because all I hear is the damn yapping and the goddamn barking. I keep telling y'all these bitches like that little mangy ass flea bitten chihuahua. I don't be want to hear this shit from them.
Aaliyah, you know what I heard?
What's up?
I heard ooh 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 ah, 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 ah. She was doing her mating call. She was doing her mating call, girl. Pull out some bananas next time. Maybe want to come running over to you, scoop you up.
Listen, she wasn't playing either. She said she will fuck another bitch up if she found her a good black man. And ladies, the same thing is true today. Be very fucking clear about that. Nothing matters but the black male, okay? This was when the manosphere was in its infancy, okay? Let me tell y'all something, right? Let's go ahead and scroll. All the way up until today, that nigga on the very left, he was 11 years old when that post was made. The nigga on the right, the very right, he was only 9. So again, I ask you, what the fuck are you going to teach in a lesson, a slide show, or whatever the fuck, these women to get these niggas to like them? Ladies, these are just the most known right now. The manosphere is very far reaching and had these niggas getting a passport. Okay, y'all, I don't know what to tell you. I really the fuck don't.
DZ.
But there is no hope. Yes, ma'am. There's no hope, ma'am. I don't know what else to tell you.
Okay, I'm stuck on the ad that was taken out when there was no internet. So it's like, for the pamphlet, because what book, but like for the pamphlet to throw shade this way, it's like you got these niggas and these roaches putting out ads in the paper to talk shit about black women and or on these podcasts, and it's like I never understand the smoke for divestors because it's like, what? Go work, go talk about something else. Like, why do y'all give these ugly ass niggas a pass and want to come for the group of women that said, nah, we not fucking with it? Period.
I'm just not understanding why they stay so pressed over our commentary. She may as well stand in line with the rest of the bitches waiting for us to give a fuck. Because if y'all notice, quite a few of them are still waiting. Nobody on this panel is up here to impress anybody. We're not even trying to. How many times do I have to say it? We already have a select group of people who rock with us, and that's more than enough. I'm okay with that. She's another one of our stalkers, aka our fans, who stays following us around no matter where we go, which I cannot understand for the life of me why somebody with 500,000 subscribers would be worrying about what the nobodies they claim we are talking about. They always have so much to say, but they never miss a show. And I over here with a pen and pad taking notes and stealing content, trying to put their own spin on it. They do that shit on a regular basis. Worry about the lessons you're supposed to be teaching, because you really can't teach any of us shit besides what not to do in any given situation. Your lives will be a lot easier when you realize that we are not here for you, which is why your opinions don't mean shit. I don't know how many times I have to tell you that in order for you to get it. I'm not trying to be in agreement with any of you bitches on anything. I don't give a fuck about your channel. Don't give a fuck about your subscribers. Don't give a fuck about your views. Don't give a fuck about your likes or your dislikes. Don't give a fuck about any of your opinions. And I don't give a fuck about you. The only thing I give a fuck about as it relates to social media is this panel right here. And I hope you finally understand that, honey, because I'm tired of saying it.
If y'all get it, right? If black women, let's just pretend for a second, black women woke the fuck up and they get it. Black men don't like us. Let's just move on and enjoy the earth. There's no more views. There's no more views for these bitches that keep giving you hope that there's a unicorn out there and telling you how to score one. Let me tell you in plain English, there is nothing that you can do. I don't give a fuck about your healing journey, your weight loss, your wife material ass ain't gonna be able to do nothing to impress black men while you're a black woman. And from what I understand, you're going to be a black woman until the day you get your ass in that casket. So in the event that you wake up, a lot of these channels go the fuck away, including mine, because I have nothing else to say. I said, including mine, because I would have nothing else to say. When I see people sending black women down to a S mission, y'all know the unaliving of self mission, I have to say something. How dare you with all these receipts out here? Okay? How the fuck dare you? I know how you do it, because you're able to get your mortgage paid off of the hopes and desperation off of black women. And if they're no longer desperate, they don't need you anymore. They don't need you to tell them how to dress, how to behave, none of that shit. Ladies, if you start your healing journey and you do get your life together, it would behoove you, okay, to go out and see the world. Don't you take your healed ass back to the black community, because what's going to end up happening, you're going to start a new journey of healing. It's going to be part 2, right? After this nigga fuck your motherfucking world up, pull up. That's just how it is. But at the end of the day, nobody can call me a liar. I've been called extreme, hyperbolic, all types of shit. But what you can't do is call me a liar about this shit. Prove me wrong and I'll shut the fuck up. I don't give a shit. Y'all know good and well that if a black man is pretending to like you, you have something that he wants. Whether it's some ass, whether it's a place to stay, your goddamn tax return, whatever the fuck it is, it ain't you. They have made it very clear that you are not it. You are not high valued, as the nigga on the screen would say. Huh? I'm sorry. Snapper, you got anything?
Yeah, girl, I heard you mention wifey material, for the blacks, and I'm just like, what's wifey material for the blacks? And I had to think about it. I'm like, okay, that means they have to accept a 2 coochie minimum with a bussy on the side. That means they have to pay all the bills, the girl, the wife, the wifey. They have to mule. This is what I'm saying. Like, why are we worried about what we're doing? Like, if you want struggle love, if you want blick love, have that, do that. Like, we don't care. Like, go be ashy and holy matrimony. Like, enjoy that.
I will have content to the end of time. And to the end of time, as long as y'all keep trying that shit, I would have content to the end of time. Go ahead, Aaliyah.
No, I was just about to say this. The thing is, every single one of those niggas in that picture are still running around on social media to this day talking shit about black women, or either setting them up to be jumped and shit like that. We saw that video. I'm sorry y'all missed it. And that's the thing. Like, they take up for each other. They promote each other. They play each other's content. They want to keep that shit alive and well. They're sharing it to make sure that the next generation sees exactly what they think about you and how much they hate you. So they're trying to make sure nothing dies down. Like, let me pass. They're passing that on. They're keeping that shit alive and well. And Tommy's old ass is still out here doing the same thing he's been doing for many, many years. He's the godfather. So they're passing this shit down, and they've made it generational to make sure that all these people know just how much they hate you.
That part. Ladies, speaking of ass kissing bitches to men, this broad-shouldered bitch here, let me tell y'all something, okay? Nobody wasn't even talking to her. Nobody was talking to her, and she woke up and chose violence, okay? Let's get into it. So, Miss Riley Gaines, she came on and she said, a couple things. I hate talking out here. I hate talking out here because you got to be careful, okay? She made a post, and homegirl on the left, Simone, she had something to say about it because she didn't like it. All right. Throwdown. Simone Biles goes full mean girl on Riley Gaines, Sage Seal. Others show no fucking mercy in turn. So here's the goddamn tweet. She didn't address anybody, didn't talk to anybody, didn't at anybody, none of that shit. All right. It's a high school softball team, girls softball team that won a goddamn championship. And Riley says this is to be expected when your star player is a boy. I'm looking at the chat. Let's go ahead and put the pic up here. Expressing her opinion, whatever. You ain't got to agree with Riley. I tell you what, though, if you don't, and you're playing like you for black women and girls, or girls in general, use a motherfucking lie, whore. Use a lie when these motherfuckers are taking shit from these little girls, but whatever. Well, Simone Biles didn't like the shit. All right. And I'm going to let Riley read these to you because I don't want to have to double talk around this bitch. This is the tweet. And she also had the nerve to say, bully someone your own size, right? Talking to Riley Gaines, who's only 5'5", by the way, which would ironically be male. And she tagged Riley Gaines. Let me tell you something, you Oscar-built bitch. How dare you? All the shit that you've been through to say somebody looks like a goddamn man. Are you serious? You muscular ass whore. You have no hips. Your body is made of muscle. And you sit up here talking about somebody else and wasn't nobody talking to you, bitch? Really? Okay, let's go.
Yesterday, Simone Biles, the Olympic gymnast, the best of the best, bar none. There is no one else even remotely in her league in women's gymnastics. I guess in an attempt to be inclusive and virtuous, decided to sell out all women and girls who have dreams to achieve and to succeed, and to specifically personally attack and body shame me. She tweeted this out of the blue, like this came out of nowhere, and she said, Riley, me, you're truly sick, all of this campaigning because you lost a race. First of all, if she's insinuating I lost to a man, I've lost several races in my career, duh, that's part of being an athlete. But if she's saying I lost to a man, that's factually incorrect. We tied, besides the point. Straight up sore loser. You should be uplifting the trans community and perhaps finding a way to make sports inclusive or creating a new avenue where trans feel safe in sports. Let me get something straight. It's my job. It's the women's job. This is what Simone Biles is saying. It's the women's job to find a way for the men's feelings to be validated, for their identity to be affirmed. That's not my job, actually, at all. So to say I should be doing this is insane. If she wants to use her platform to uplift men and women's sports, then by all means, but it's certainly not my job, and I don't believe it's the job of any woman to do this. She goes on to say, but instead you bully them. One thing's for sure, no one in sports is safe with you around. I can't even make sense of that last part, actually. Then out of the blue, she tweeted this. Bully someone your own size, which would ironically be a male, which is hilarious, really for two reasons. Number one, she's acknowledging there are differences, like physiological, biological differences between men and women in saying this. Secondly, I'm 5'5", which might seem like a giant to someone who's like 4'7", 4'8", but I'm pretty standard size for a woman. I guess like relatively muscular, right? Being an athlete, I would imagine Simone would understand that, but I weigh like 135 pounds, 5'5", of pretty much pure muscle. And again, if anyone would understand that, you would think it's Simone Biles, a woman who has historically been scrutinized for having a very muscular, masculine looking body. She was scrutinized to the point she did this whole body positivity campaign. Then she has the nerve to say that I look like a man. And not to mention, this is a woman who has been incredibly brave in calling out and witnessing the horrific sexual abuse that she and hundreds of other female gymnasts faced at the hands of one sexual predator, that predator being Larry Nassar. In the same breath, believing that vulnerable women should be forced to strip down naked in front of men in locker rooms so long as it makes the man feel happy. If Larry Nassar...
Pull up. Y'all can see the rest of that on your own time. But ladies, this is a hot ass mess. I'm going to tell you why. Okay. Somebody that's built like an Oscar. Let me just go ahead and say something. Simone is amazing at what she did, what she does. Her sport, she's top notch in a female category. She is. The ladies, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Other folks came and got on her head. Uh-oh. This is Sage Steele. Now, if I get one motherfucking inbox saying, Sage Steele is biracial, I'm going to go back to November 20th and ask y'all some questions. Hey, I said, I'm going to go back to November 20th and ask y'all some questions because y'all was going head over heels about that black woman, huh? Wasn't you? But anyway, she went on ahead and ate our ass up. Easy to say this, Simone Biles, when you had to compete against fellow women. Pull up, long ass tweet. We gonna keep motherfucking going. Ladies, everybody came for this bitch. Men and women both came for this motherfucking girl. This lady here, I felt that first line. Because when her little ass first came out, I was rooting for her ass so hard. I'm like, get it, girl. She was so good at what she did. They named a move after this girl. Pull up, right? So anyway, once upon a time, Oscar, because I ain't calling you Simone today, you Oscar whore. Good thing I don't have to compete against girls, or he doesn't compete against girls, or he'd take all the gold medals. This was 2017. Good thing guys don't compete against girls, or he'd take all the medals. Aaliyah, what is this?
I'll leave it to you to call the girl Oscar. And I never would have put those two together that's what she looked like. But when you stood the picture up side by side, I can definitely see the resemblance. But I heard she was paid to say that, which I could definitely believe because they paid everybody else. But she still said it nonetheless. I just hope there are more than enough. I just hope that there are more than enough zeros on these checks y'all are getting, because y'all are ruining yourselves with this liberal bullshit. But I suspect y'all know that. I also heard that she apologized, which is really not going to save you from any of these ass dragons you've been getting, Simone. Let me tell you something, because this is kind of personal to me, DZ. I woke up ranting, talking about this the other day. My ass woke up on the second day of my period, and every woman in this chat pretty much knows that the first 2 days are the worst because your flow is ridiculous. I'm sorry if there's any fellas, you're gonna have to listen to this, but I'm in the gym and I'm trying to get up enough energy to complete the damn workout, and praying my cycle is kind enough to let me finish without ruining all my damn clothes. And I'm trying to get my weightlifting in, cardio, all that. So I can't imagine having to compete while I'm bleeding out at the same time. I had to use the bathroom several times. So imagine if you go into the locker room and it's a goddamn dude in a wig in there. And then I thought about it, and I started feeling sorry for these girls with this group of sick ass motherfuckers that they're dealing with. You got grown ass women who specifically seek out female doctors because you want someone who can relate to what you have going on. So can you imagine being a teenage girl and your body is doing all kinds of weird shit? Your breasts are just now coming in, and you got this tall, ball swinging ass boy in the fucking locker room while you gotta take your clothes off. I mean, hell, you may need to ask your damn teammates for a tampon or a maxi pad because your cycle came early and you don't want to do it with this ball swinging ass boy in the goddamn locker room listening to y'all's conversation. And you got another grown ass woman and athlete defending this mess. Say hello to the sick ass world we live in. And y'all know we have been a champion for this cause since day one. This is the 92%. This is why I don't want no parts of these stupid hoes.
I got a question, Aaliyah. What pink book lesson does Simone need? I mean, what's going to help her stop being so goddamn muscular? Listen, you muscular bitch. Hey, Oscar, you muscular as fuck. So when you go to cracking on people, stay away from calling them masculine. Because, homegirl, you are missing your hips. There's nothing curvy about you. I have seen very slim women be very curvy, okay? They might need to check your goddamn hormone level because you're stronger than a bitch. Snapper, you got anything? Because I'm going to show y'all.
Yes. When I saw that she did this, I was like, girl, what the hell? And it's like, what? For her to say, I forgot exactly what she said, but at some point in that random unhinged ass attack on Riley, she said something like, young women aren't safe around Riley or something like that. And I'm like, girl, do you hear what you're saying? The irony about talking about what's unsafe, and you have people preying on these girls in these locker rooms and these bathrooms and taking advantage and stealing their medals away and stealing their successes away in these different sports. And and then it was the lack of self-awareness, which I know I say a lot, but the mammies, they really lack self-awareness. For Simone's muscular, inverted, triangle-shaped ass to sit here and say that Riley looks like a man, it's like, girl, have you seen yourself? And my thing is this: Riley probably do look like a man. I don't know, but you do too. So it's like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, you can't do that. You have to pick a struggle. And it's like, it's just crazy to me. It's like, that's what you decided to speak out about and be loud and wrong about. Are you serious? And her apology is given, she didn't even write it, and she had a PR team put it together. And it's like, no, bitch. You know how when we be, us true crime girlies be watching the trials, and they be like, you gonna open the door for this testimony, you gonna open the door for this fact. Bitch, Simone, you opened the door to get dragged for being shaped like a little man. Okay, that's your fault. You shouldn't have done that. People would have respected you and left you the fuck alone, like they have for the most part. But you really, I mean, that little PR apology is not going to make anybody stop. You getting the drag that you deserve. You earned it. You a treacherous ass bitch, because just like some of those tweets said, you didn't have to compete against little rock-headed, snotty-nosed Tyrone. You didn't have no little boys in your gymnastic competition. You got to dominate. So how dare you? Now you set for life. And these same little girls that looked up to you, they want to do the same thing that you did. You don't give a fuck. It's fuck them. Fuck y'all if y'all got to have little niggas on your team, little boys on your team. Nobody's going to be able to reach what you got to do if they don't get this shit together and stop these boys from being in these girls' sports. And how dare you? Bitch, fuck you.
That part. Ladies, this is the thing, okay? When you put stuff on the internet, all right, pictures, videos, whatever, even if you take it down, somebody has it. Somebody the fuck has it. So I can't believe this is you, Simone, Oscar, right? Failing against a male athlete, and you out here talking the way you do. Let's go. So I got a question for you, Simone. What happened? Shouldn't you have been able to swing those non-hip bearing pelvic areas that you have around? Okay. In 2028, are you going to go ahead and do the pommel horse and the rings? What you gonna do? Because they're the same.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, I don't know much about gymnastics, but just from watching it, what it gives is that her arms were not strong enough. Like his arms were stronger than her. Exactly. Like he was able to just hold himself up and do it, and she couldn't. And it's like, also, bitch, Simone, bitch, I ain't forget what you did to Gabby Douglas, bitch. So I hope Gabby Douglas is somewhere sipping on something, laughing, and getting her little lick back, because bitch, you been a mean girl out here in these streets, and you tried it with the wrong one, fucking with Riley. So justice for Gabby.
I can't, y'all. I simply can't. Y'all, I hate everybody. Do you hear me? I hate everybody. Your lats and your pecs wouldn't allow you as a woman to compete against a man. Now, you can fight with science all you want to, okay? You one of the strongest bitches I ever seen, Oscar, and you couldn't even do it for 3 seconds. What's up?
You're killing me with this Oscar stuff. But I will say this. I did see her response. The apology, it was given.
Here it is, girl. Here it is. Because y'all talk about that apology. I knew it was going to come up. Ladies, this shit right here, this is her apology. This is her apology. This too was written by somebody else. Since she want to pretend like those wasn't her thoughts, well, this ain't your thoughts either, bitch. And that word inclusive that you keep using for these strong ass motherfucking big dick bitches out here, it turned me the fuck off. Don't nobody want to hear the inclusivity. Ain't no inclusivity. You let them draw your blood, they probably motherfucking omit you from the shit. Keep playing, bitch. Go ahead, Aaliyah.
I just want to say this, because what people like Simone fail to realize is that while you're pretending like women are the ones who need to come up with a space that includes them or make the environment more conducive to them and all of this other bullshit, there is no reasoning with these people. They aren't looking for a solution. You aren't dealing with rational and reasonable people. They're happy as long as they're getting everything they want. So they don't see the problem with any of this. They don't want to hear that it's not fair. They know it's not fair. They don't care that they have an advantage. They don't see it that way. They don't care about any of that as long as they're winning. They think they're doing it fair and square, and there's nothing you can do about it. In their minds, these people think they have a right to do what they're doing, and as long as they're allowed to participate and win, they're going to keep doing it. And trying to appeal to their sense of fairness or morality doesn't mean a fucking thing to them. They think they're women, and y'all co-sign that shit, and now you can't tell them any different. They do not care what you say. They think they deserve this, and if you don't believe that, then you're just a transphobic bigot. I don't know how many times people have to say it, but the only way to stop this shit is for those girls not to compete. Let them compete by themselves. And if you don't have to give up that particular sport, pick another one. Is it fair to them? No, but life is not fair. If it were, the boys who identify as girls wouldn't be allowed to play in your sports and actually win medals and scholarships and titles or whatever else. And the amount that's doing it is irrelevant. I see a lot of people talking about that too. Well, it's only this amount. It does not matter. They've gotten comfortable doing this shit, and it's happening more and more frequently. It's the same thing with these illegal immigrants. They think they're entitled to be here now. Who are you to tell them to go back to their country? These trans people feel the same way. I can claim whatever gender I want. Who are you to tell me what I am? And you can't argue with somebody whose mind is already made up. That's why I don't do it. It's a waste of time. These transgenders and their activists are pretending to want to have a conversation that they really don't give a fuck about. They're going to keep on doing it, and these Democrat-run cities are going to keep on allowing it and telling you to fucking deal with it. And if you don't like it, you can just get over it. And this is why I play very little with people. You're not going to tell me to eat shit and die when I'm telling you it's a goddamn problem, and you proceed to ignore me. This is why I stay in my own bubble to avoid people, because this is one of the highest levels of disrespect towards biological women that I've seen in a long fucking time. And the more I see these people's attitudes about it, the more pissed off I get, to be honest with you.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Here's the thing, Oscar. If you were made to compete against a big dick bitch, right? You wouldn't have one sponsorship available. You wouldn't be set for life, as Snapple called it. Your ass would be sitting up there, with a fucking picket sign looking like a damn fool because, as that video showed, you'd have lost, right? No sponsorships, no Wheaties, no none of that shit. Reebok and whatever the fuck else you got sponsoring you, because you would have took several L's. Huh? I can't stand this shit. I literally, here's the thing, Oscar, nobody wasn't talking to you, bitch. So since you apologized and you said, I guess somebody said she was paid to do it, can you show us the return check? Since you had to take it back, right? But you didn't take it back. This is a fit-sitting ass apology with inclusivity all over the motherfucking place. Fuck you, whore. Go ahead, Snapple.
Honestly, Simone, she could take this apology, this PR apology, and shove it up her ass. Because first of all, what she mean is complicated. Facts matter, okay? Facts matter, and I'm sick of these fucking snowflakes being so sensitive around here. Not around here, but in the society. And all Riley said was the star player of the team was a boy. That's true. It's a motherfucking boy. Y'all ain't gotta like it. That's a boy. Okay? That's a boy pretending to be a girl. Nobody called them a name. Nobody called them an expletive. And that's the thing. That's the insanity I can't stand. It's like, you can't even say facts without people clutching their pearls and throwing tantrums and being so fucking sensitive. So no, this apology is, no, I don't accept this apology, Simone, on behalf of women. We don't accept this apology because you picked a fight for no fucking reason, because a fact was stated. There's nothing complicated about saying that a boy is a boy. There's nothing complicated and sensitive about identifying somebody's gender and stating the fact. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry, bitch. Take this fake ass apology, shove it up your motherfucking ass. I'm with Riley on this one. Protect women and girls sports. I'm sick of this shit. And I'm so happy to see that there's even more pushback. I'm so glad she got dragged. She getting dragged even harder since she did this fake ass apology. Because, bitch, you just trying to play in everybody's face. This bitch is mad because she's afraid that she's about to get canceled and lose all her sponsorships and fuck up her legacy. That's the only reason. And look how long it took her to say something. Like, no, just no. We do not accept.
Clean off your pegging device. That's what you should have did. Instead of coming out here talking when nobody was talking to you, that pegging device that you use for your husband, right? Go ahead and sanitize that. Girl, I bet you peg gooder than a motherfucker because you strong. You real strong. So I know you be blowing that nigga's booty hole the fuck out. Move around, bitch.
That
Move the
nigga,
fuck around.
that same nigga that said he didn't even know who the fuck you was.
Yep.
He didn't know who the fuck you were, but you worried
just
about
insane.
what the fuck Riley got to say. Bitch, worry about that motherfucking monkey you taking care of, bitch.
I was just about to say, Riley's husband wasn't the one saying that he was the prize. Like, you actually landed him because you aren't usually his type. Let's just be real. We already talked about this before. We talked about Simone several times, and we'll end up talking about her back again. Because you can trust and believe we'll be back here, ladies and gentlemen. Because we already know where that marriage in particular is going to lead. The same thing we said about Halle Bailey and all the rest of them, Sky Jackson. Well, Simone was a part of that too. She's another one of those who talk shit to people about her husband after he came out and embarrassed the fuck out of her. But see, like I said before, they ain't gotten comfortable doing this, and it's going to be practically impossible to unring this bell now that they've done this shit. The liberals have fucked this country. They let them in, y'all, and now you can't get them out, and that's sad. They're not listening to the government. They're not listening to the president of the United States. They're running all the way the hell over everything and everybody. That's why I say they do not care about what's fair and what's not. I don't understand why people keep bringing them on all these shows to try to talk to them. They're not trying to be convinced about anything. They know what they know. They already know everything you're saying. They don't give a damn. Why should they? I'm getting all the medals. I'm getting everything I want. I'm finna come in here and beat all these bitches and take all of it.
Listen, ladies, it's gone too far. It's going to take a whole generation to clean up that mess that has been made. Sorry, not the fuck sorry. Ladies, look at your screen. Beautiful girl. Absolutely beautiful girl, in my very humble opinion. She looks happy. You know, this is her a couple years ago. She found her a unicorn. Ladies, I said she found her a unicorn. All right. And she used to flex her family all over the goddamn internet, Instagram, right? She opened up her own business with printing. She's done a lot of things, ladies. She's living the dream, right? Unicorn, children, right? I mean, this girl is gorgeous to me. This young lady is beautiful. Now, Black women, y'all need to stop this shit. Please stop it. This is an advertisement for her printing business. Ain't she precious? Wife, mother, entrepreneur, okay? And any other day, I would be so proud of a woman like this. She's gorgeous and she's about her business. She's fucking active, okay? How can I put this? Let's just see her flexing her family a little bit. I had to cut it off at the end because I don't show children's faces here. Let's go.
Okay.
Cook, clean, exercise, interactive with the kids, electrical vehicle. She was on her way to take the babies to the library. I'm talking about you. I mean, looking at her social media, you literally have to say it's perfect. Children, husband, business, whatever. Well, she loved her husband to the moon and back. And he had a debt that he needed paid. Word on the curb, it was his child support debt pull up, right? So from her job, she emptied out her 401k to pay his bills. Let me look at this chat real quick because I don't think you heard what the fuck I just said. This beautiful Black woman emptied out her 401k to pay his bills, right? The same group of men that's the 50-50 and all that good shit that's always saying that you ain't worth the fuck. In that 30 seconds, I saw cooking, exercising, the shit that they say Black women don't do. She was doing that shit. Okay. The very next post, because these two posts were right next to each other, right? Let's go.
I blame you because you're a part of me. I blame you because you live in here. I blame you because you've gone through all kind of shit and we've shared so many things. And for you to be doing this to me, who has never done anything like this to you, who would never, never, ever, ever do anything like this to you. Ever. Anybody. I don't do this kind of stuff. I thought you loved me. I thought you cared about me. I thought you wanted the best for me. Why is this happening to me? What did I do? Why do I deserve this from you?
You don't.
So then why? Why? Why me? Why is this me? Why am I here? Why am I here having this conversation with you?
Ladies, what he did was after he got debt free, he went on ahead and fucked her goddamn cousin, her first cousin. You know that, and I'm not being hyperbolic. This is all from her social media. The cousin that is her birthday twin, the cousin that calls you sister, right, was banging the fuck out of her man. And now she's sitting there crying when life was beautiful. Only a nigga can take you from this to this. Only a nigga can take you from this to this. And when I say there's not a pink book lesson in the whole fucking world that's worth this, you got me all the way fucked up. And ladies, she's not alone. So many black women, for years, decades even, this has happened to, because you keep giving these bitches hope for that perfect life and it doesn't exist, especially when you don't leave that fucking community. You got anything, Aaliyah?
Yeah, the only thing I got is write that man. You got some checks to write. Pay that man his money. We've already talked about this, but see again, we never know what we're talking about. Cardi B, anybody? Y'all know what I said about that behind the wall, right? Yeah, but once again, we were haters, right? We're hating on black love and shit like that. So I tell you what, the only advice I got for you is keep to pay that man his money. Y'all got some checks to write. Journey smiled at you too. Several of you, Ashanti, you next. Just know that. And hey, that's really all I got for you. I ain't got nothing else because again, they gonna go behind our backs and behind our live streams and talk shit about us. So
Listen.
hey, keep paying that child support. Get that man his money. He got babies to pay for.
Listen, y'all, I don't feel sorry for her because it's bitches like her that come for us every time we're out here windmilling, right? To get you to think or know that you're worth more. Ladies, being male identified will crash your life the fuck out. You see what Simone Biles did? She was literally being male identified and came out for both of those goddamn types of men, the alphabet boys and the regular boys. Okay? She even has her a very sensitive husband, but they're male identified. And her whole life, even with her having a business, right? Loving her kids, very nice house. The house has a workout room. Everything looks beautiful. You should be celebrating that he got the fuck up out of here. I don't know why on earth you would get that dick dizzy to empty out a 401k to pay. Are you serious? Ladies, I'm not going to pay attention, much less your goddamn debt. I said, I'm not going to pay attention, much less your debt. Snapple, do you have anything? Because I got more on this stupid shit.
Girl, not the soul food plot. Who the worst cousin? Cousin Faith from Soul Food or that whole Ebony from the Players Club? But like,
Both
look,
of them.
both of them. No shade. I know she's upset and she's a pretty girl, but these photos, it's a lot of catfishing going on. Cause yeah, but listen, maybe she was following the Pank pamphlet lesson on how to be a wife and how to get chosen by the king and overexert yourself, overextend yourself, mammy for them, and she followed the Pank pamphlet lesson. She got her king, She drained her 401k, and now, as the circle of life goes, she's now she fucked around. Now she's in the find out phase. You know, black love, everybody, black love.
I got
You
a
know,
question for you, ladies.
yes.
I'm sorry,
No,
Snapple.
it's okay.
Check it. Ladies, going through all of that shit for a nigga, you would think he was finer than frog legs, right? Listen, I'm not attracted to black men, so I have to take your word for it. But you would think he was handsome as fuck, no?
Girl, stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing
He
with
look
me.
like a foot. He looked like somebody's foot. This is crazy, bitch.
Oh,
Wow.
God.
Ew, her and the cousin need their head checked.
Oh my God. I gotta go on mute for a second.
Now, to answer Snapple's question, I think if I had to pick, I think it would be Faith. Cause she is an insidious bitch. That's the one that's foreign, like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you. And it's like, girl, you did that shit on purpose. When you go back and watch that movie back, you could tell exactly when she made the decision to go and fuck that woman's husband. That was after her and Terry had that conversation in that kitchen about why she had came back. If you look at that look she gave Terry when Terry walked off, she took her ass straight to that club. And that's when she her mind made up then that she was going to fuck that woman's husband. I said, you dirty bitch.
Right.
And then she came out, tried to pretend like, like she was a victim in the end. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Check it. The real lady that we talking about tonight, she has videos on her TikTok, and I'm talking about she used to get busy for her cousin. I'm talking about decorated the place for her baby shower. I mean, they was tight as fuck. And ladies, that's why I said y'all need to get rid of your mammy friends, okay? Because that black man is the prize in that community. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't give a fuck what you say. She will betray you and throw you up under the bus. Because like the earlier bitch, right, on the TikTok, she says she will fuck a bitch up if she found a good black man and a bitch came between her and that good black man. It doesn't matter that y'all grew up together. It doesn't matter that y'all have the same grandma. It doesn't matter that y'all have the same birthday. Once you introduce black dick, bitch, it's over. Snapple was tea.
Yeah, you know she's gonna forgive him, and she's gonna go back with him. So all that crying and shit, you know, maybe she won't forgive the cousin because you know they never forgive women, and she shouldn't forgive the cousin, but she shouldn't forgive him either. But she is going to.
I think she will too, and say some shit like, "It's for the children. We're co-parenting." But you know, after the kids go to bed, she's sliding them a little bit more ass. I've seen it a billion times. But here's the thing, ladies. Here is the thing. I noticed some stuff on her Facebook page, and we need to put it together because I had made a lot of enemies on November 20th, all the way up to January. It was it was horrible. Okay. But I noticed something about you that is consistent, right? Amongst your love life, your political leanings, and all that good shit. There's something consistent about you. I told you she had a printing business. This one of the t-shirts. I said, this is one of the t-shirts. Oh, we need another t-shirt. Let's see. Another t-shirt. Ain't she precious? Latest Kamala designs. Order now. Ships Monday. Well, what that shirt look like, baby girl? Oh, let's finish the job. Okay. Ladies, pattern recognition is a motherfucker. Y'all not doing well. And you keep choosing wrong. And I ain't talking about these goddamn men. You're always going to choose the wrong men. I've reconciled with that. I'm good. I know y'all going to choose the wrong men because there's nothing better than black men when it comes to the nigga bitch. It just is what it is. But you're choosing wrong all over the place, right? The bitches that would wear this shirt is the type of bitches that'll get in the car crying about a nigga that she paid all her 401k to his debt. Her life is just ruined in her eyes, right? To me, it's a new beginning. But hey, it is what it is. But the pattern recognition lab is open. Aaliyah, do you recognize any patterns? Because I sure the fuck do.
Of course I do. But see, I really don't want to get on Kamala Harris until we get ready to drag her and these goddamn illegal immigrants.
While I'm switching screens, you go ahead and drag it. Because I'm going to tell you something, ladies. I'm going to be honest with you. I hate all of that shit. I don't have any more dragging me for these stupid bitches. They made their choice and now you got black women acting a fool. My only complaint with what's going on in Los Angeles right now is that ICE and law enforcement are not popping enough heads for me. Pull out them billy clubs. That's the only thing I got, because I already knew what Kamala was going to say. I knew what Maxine was going to say. I knew what Karen Bass was going to say, and there wasn't going to be nothing that was going to help black women whatsoever going forward. So, Aaliyah, you got the mic. I'm just listening to change this goddamn thing.
You don't want to give me the mic because I got a lot to say as far as that shit goes. We already had.
Let me give you 5 minutes. Go ahead, Snapple with the t-shirt, and then Aaliyah, you got 5 minutes to go. Shit.
Before Aaliyah, take it away, because I want to hear this, because I love when Aaliyah goes ham. But these t-shirts. Now, I don't mean to kick baby girl while she's down and throw salt in her wound, but bitch, this not like us. I'm gonna need you blacks to retire this not like us, because as I said behind the wall, don't nobody want to be like y'all. Because bitch, if we were like you, we'd be sitting in the car crying because we were a dumbass bitch that took out our own 401k for a nigga that went and slept with our cousin. We don't want to be like you, and nobody wants to be like the blacks. Nobody wants to be dusty and poor and downtrodden and, you know, just embarrassing and can't read out loud. Y'all kids got silver caps in their mouths and they bite people and they ask people if they got games on their phones and all this fucking bullshit. So y'all blacks need to retire that shit. They not like us. They not like us. Nobody gives a fuck about y'all. Nobody wants to be like y'all. Y'all want to be like everybody else. Every time somebody else does something productive, y'all want to turn around and make a black version, but everybody want to be like y'all. I think the fuck not. So I'm about tired of seeing that shit on t-shirts and TikToks and shit. Bitch, fuck you and y'all. Nobody wants to be like y'all.
Aaliyah, I'm rolling out the red carpet.
Wait.
Take it away, man. Because this is the thing. I ain't got nothing for them bitches. I knew they was gonna act stupid. I'm glad that LaMonica, her ass, got indicted. These bitches get their issue. I knew what they was gonna say. Soon as somebody put a microphone in front of their stupid ass faces. Go right ahead.
Kamala, you would do well to hush. Every time somebody sees you lately, your ass has been sloshed. So we didn't just dodge a bullet, we dodged an atomic bomb. You were, and is still a terrible candidate. Okay, so please give me an early Christmas present and run again, because your loss was historic and we do love making history over here. Why are you even speaking? This is your fault, Miss Bordazar. You let them in unvetted, including all these terrorists, and the innocent American citizens have been paying for it ever since. And you have the nerve to be speaking on a situation that you helped to create. Unbelievable. Thank you, Kamala. We wouldn't be in this mess without you. You have gotten some nerve. I know nothing would please you more than to turn this country into a complete shithole, which the Democrats were almost successful at doing. But for the love of everything righteous, the rest of us do not wish to live in the type of shitholes that these people are trying to escape, which is why for every immigrant complaining, you have several who actually support what Trump is doing rather than watch this country descend into total chaos that they ran from. And this is why I hope Democrats never win another election for the next 20 years after this. You aren't fit to lead shit. And Karen Bass and Gavin Newsom would also do well to hush. Be quiet. Y'all's asses can't run a fucking lemonade stand. You, along with the other Democrats, along with the 92%, along with the 92% of black women, y'all were the masterminds behind defunding the police and abolishing ICE. Do you think anybody believes you? This is your fault too. Y'all couldn't even be bothered to fill your damn reservoirs and fire hydrants with water. You fired most of your firemen and you couldn't even get a whole fleet of your fire trucks fixed. And as a result, 30 people died while your ass was on vacation in Africa, Karen. You and Gavin have done more than enough with your gross negligence and incompetence. So you need to sit the fuck down and let the adults handle this. And this is who you bitches took issue with us telling the truth about. Do me a favor and go find the highest bridge and jump. Oh, yeah. And Gavin Newsom, you are so two-faced with your lying ass. The president called you and y'all talked and you told that lie with a straight face. That call log was already sent to John Roberts at Fox News. But these are the games y'all play with the American people. You didn't have shit under control. And you are currently doing some of the worst acting of your career, pretending like you actually want to be arrested as if you would last one day in jail. I'm tired of this Democratic martyr bullshit y'all got going on, like y'all are dying to go to jail over these illegals. You are not standing on business the way you think you are. You have done more than enough to fuck up California. And you can forget about any presidential run you have going forward. You are a horrible leader, and you should have been put out of office ages ago, and you know it too. That's why y'all need these illegals to help you steal elections. That's just keeping it real. And to be honest, I'm just getting started. But I'm a hush because I'm on a time clock.
Listen, y'all, I think Gavin would do amazing in jail. He's going to be top prison bitch. I'm looking at the chat. Okay. This man was cheating on his wife. We already know. I need to know who he was cheating with. I bet you it's a motherfucker that Oscar would like to go ahead and put in Olympics with the women. Hey, that's what the fuck I said. Listen, the delusion is real. Okay. There are no questions here. The title of this video is very, very deceiving because the answers have been already answered. Families demanding answers from police after teens unalive in the Limerick crash. Here's the thing. The questions have already been answered. Your kids are terrible. They stole a car and went on a high-speed chase and fucked up. Ladies, I'm getting ready to drag the fuck out of the mammy bitch that has a son because I am tired of this shit right here. What you mean you need answers? They already answered you, whore. Let's go.
A Montgomery County community is remembering the high school students killed in a crash this week.
Out of respect for those among us this evening who are impacted by the loss of Gabe, Nasir, and Sanaya, I ask that you please join me in a moment of silent reflection in remembrance of them.
I ain't being quiet. Fuck that.
That was the O&J Roberts High School graduation tonight. 2 of the 17-year-olds killed were current juniors. Family confirms the third recently transferred. Tonight, their families have questions about the crash. NBC 10's Lili Zhang has the latest on the investigation in Limerick Township tonight.
Along this area of Ridge Pike, a memorial for the 3 teens continues to grow. Tonight, their families and closest friends are honoring the lives lost. Bright, colorful balloons fill a sky Friday evening as this community lives through some of its darkest days.
I'll never forget Sanaya's bright smile, her random rants about anything, our daily FaceTimes to check.
Bitch, move around. Move around. The motherfucking girl was in the car with 2 stupid ass niggas that stole a goddamn car. And you talk about her smile? Move around. I am tired of this shit, ladies. Let's go.
On each other, and most of all, her YouTube videos. Long live Nasir, Gabe, and Sanaya.
Rael Hill considered all 3 of them close friends. Gabriel Cooper, Nasir Yoke, and Sanaya Nuswan. The 17-year-olds were identified this week as the 3 killed in this crash Tuesday night.
What happened to my son should not have happened.
Nasir's mother, Angela, spoke to this crowd Friday at a Spring City vigil packed with friends and teachers. She says there has been a lack of clarity from authorities from the start, even trying to find her son Tuesday.
That's horrible. That's horrible. Y'all knew they were children, and they knew we were looking for them. They were looking.
Fuck your kids. Let's go.
We were looking. I called every hospital I could think of.
The Montgomery County DA's office said this week Limerick police got a call about a potential theft at the Target on Ridge Pike just after 9 Tuesday night. Surveillance video shows a dark car heading west on Ridge Pike. Police not far behind. It never should have gone this far, says Nasir's grandmother.
If the police was behind them, they had the tag number. All they had to do was let them run or let them drive and then go to the house where the car was registered.
As families,
the police had the tag number. All they had to do was let them run and come to that. Let me ask you a question, bitch. So let's say they did it the way you wanted it done. They let them run, okay? And then they went to the house and they showed up to the house and said, "Hey, greetings. Good evening, nigga bitch. Your son stole some shit and we'd like to retrieve him so that he can take the consequences." Are you sitting here telling me that you want us to believe that you'd have gave him up smooth? You'd have said, "Daquan, come down here. You done fucked up. The police here to get you. Go with the police." You want us to believe that that's what you would have done? Move around. No matter what anybody else does, the nigga bitch says that they did it wrong. down is up and up is down. You want us to believe that you wouldn't have came downstairs in your moo-moo and started taking up for Daquan Stephen ass, right? And trying to plead your case right there instead of letting him go to jail and then go to court where he could plead his case there. Is that what you're saying to me? Nobody believes you. Now you're telling law enforcement how to do their shit. Listen, your grandson ran. He run from the law and the law won. Bitch, that's how the fuck that went. I am so tired of the delusion. Nobody gives a fuck about your kids anymore. And I explained to you in detail why. I explained to you in detail several live streams why they're not a joker anymore. It's not the Trump card anymore because your kids are fucking terrible and y'all are doing a god-awful job of raising these menaces to society. Somebody needs to sew up that demon portal you call a pussy. Are you serious right now? So you'd have gave him up smooth? Snapper, would she have given him up smooth?
Girl, I screamed at your impersonation of this mammy on the screen. Oh my God. You know, as I was following along, I'm like, why are they mad at the police? What the fuck the police got to do with this? But then I started to hear more and I'm like, you know, this is just more of the lawlessness and the fact that people don't want the police to be able to do their job. They don't want law enforcement to be able to enforce the law. So no, you ain't have to chase them. You could have got where the address was registered. Go fuck you. First of all, no, bitch. No, be a law-abiding citizen. Don't fucking steal. If you steal, you know what? It rhymes. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a fucking criminal, and then you don't have to worry about none of this shit. If you're out here committing crimes, you're going to have a run-in with law enforcement, and your best bet is to comply. If you don't comply and you run, you get what the fuck you get. And that's the problem that they're having over there in LA, because they don't want the law enforcement to do their jobs. And then when it escalates, everybody want to fucking cry and play the victim. Like, no, like actions have consequences. If your little nappy-headed, ashy ass ain't never stole that day, you wouldn't be over here 6 feet under and everybody talking about you had a nice smile and you lit up the room. You know, just don't associate with criminals. Don't commit criminal acts. And then you don't have to have horrible interactions with the police. It's very simple.
It seems very easy to me, to be honest with you. Aaliyah, you got anything? Because I want to be petty.
I got something for her. In a way, this song's dedicated to my homie and that gangster lean. Why'd you have to go so soon? This is for my homie. This is for my homie. See, y'all can't get it out. Y'all know that song? You know why, bitch? In that gangster lean.
Her concert is going on. What girl? You got anything on these weirdos?
I'm sorry, I don't have nothing else for them. Y'all know they break out with these ghetto ass songs. I really miss my homie.
Y'all listen up. Check it out. Aaliyah, stop. Check it out. Now, tired of your balloons too. You're causing havoc. I said you're causing havoc, bitches. People need their goddamn electric, right? Fuck you. Let's go.
A power outage affecting more than 2,000 Entergy customers tonight was likely caused by a Mylar balloon striking lines. The power's back on at this hour, but Entergy says that the outage affected parts of Mid-City and Central City. Last year, the city council banned the release of Mylar balloons after repeated instances of balloons striking power lines and causing widespread outages. Entergy says the investigation is ongoing into it.
Y'all are doing so much unaliving and fuck shit that your Mylar balloons are taking out people's energy. Here's the thing. At the sake of sounding like an evil bitch, fuck those balloons and fuck your kids. Take your ass somewhere and you be bereaved over there. I don't give a fuck about your children. Your children are disrespectful and they cause a lot of havoc. And I want my power on. Stop releasing those fucking balloons. It's getting into the fish's guts and everything else. We got to eat that fish, dumb bitches. We don't care about your children anymore because it's been 25 years and you done had these little nappy head motherfuckers on the internet all this time cutting a fucking fool, twerking and acting stupid. You got your kids cussing and all types of shit. Fuck your kids. Leave my energy alone. Either one of you got anything on that? Did I say something wrong?
There should be some consequences. If they said that they banned the release of balloons, and they kept doing it, and now they caused a fucking power outage. I need some consequences and repercussions, because these people don't listen. They think that rules don't apply to them. Why the hell? I mean, look, light a candle, do something else. Like, they just so obnoxious. Like, enough with the fucking balloons. Do something else.
You're dying so fast. You're dying so fast. You're tearing up the environment. Those balloons, look, your dead loved ones ain't getting those balloons. Am I being mean tonight? Because people have been being mean to divestors. Divestors ain't shit and all, blah, blah, fucking blah, all the shit that you say. So let me be mean tonight. Fuck your kids and put those balloons up, okay? I know that if I make any new investments, it's probably going to be in Mylar balloons, because y'all getting the fuck up off this planet so fast that it's probably a gold mine to invest in those damn balloons. It's corny at this point. Yes, ma'am.
It would be so hilarious if Trump put out an executive order like banning the release of balloons, and they'd be crying, he's targeting the black community. That's a black thing. Do the white people release balloons? Is it just the blacks?
They release balloons, but the thing is, black people release balloons every damn day. Hell,
yeah, we need to stop this.
It's ridiculous. Y'all gonna want to stay to the end, because I got some funny shit. Real talk. I got some funny shit. I was requested to talk about this. Ooh, I almost said it. This black dude that took his two sisters up out of here. Okay, be clear. Even though that we talk about a lot of shit over here, your goddamn femicide rate, it's still faster than the speed of light, right? And the reason that this is going to be so juicy is because I'm being petty tonight. It's smoke night. I need the bitches that told me that their brothers were different to come to the carpet, okay? Because this motherfucker here took out both his sisters, not one, but two. One of them was a minor, one was 21 years old. He didn't shoot him, he stabbed him the fuck up. I need you to, because did you think his 21-year-old, especially his 10-year-old sister, would think that he would do such a thing? No, they didn't think that, right? But the fact of the matter is, they probably gonna have some balloon release too. Let's go.
We're learning more about the man accused of killing his two sisters last week in Streamwood. Jackie Kostek was in court in Rolling Meadows.
Jelani Jenkins appeared in court for the first time today. His defense attorney making the case that he was suffering from a mental health episode at the time of the attacks. He admitted that the facts of the case are horrendous, but said that Jenkins' mother and other family members are supporting him.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that, black women? A 10-year-old girl and a 21-year-old woman, very young girl, got stabbed the fuck up. The person that did that was their sibling, their brother. And the family is standing behind their goddamn unaliver. You see, when I tell you that the only thing that matters in that community is black males, you look at me sideways. But you have receipt after receipt after receipt after motherfucking receipt of that being the case. It doesn't matter that that girl was in the 5th grade, does it? She's not a boy. Let's get it.
You can see the defense attorney leading those family members out of the courthouse. They did not want to talk on camera. A state prosecutor laying out their case for the judge today. They said Jenkins was living in his childhood home with his mother and siblings. His sister, 10 years old, was on a Snapchat call with a friend when the stabbing attack began, they say. Jenkins stabbed his 10-year-old sister at least 10 times and his 21-year-old sister at least 12 times. All while two other young family members, 7 and 3 years old, were playing outside. After the stabbings, prosecutors say Jenkins locked the two younger children in a bathroom, hid the weapon, a kitchen knife, in the home, and fled with a bag of bloody clothes. They say he fled in a Lexus registered to him, tried to sell his car, and turned off his phone to evade police. They say he admitted to stabbing his sisters. The defense attorney said Jenkins is now on medication for psychosis.
Anyway, that psychosis thing is not going to work. Why? Because there was a lot of premeditation there, and there was a lot of cleanup afterwards. People that are suffering from psychosis usually don't clean up crime scenes. I'm looking at the chat. Anything to take copium to make sure that you don't have to say that this black man is bad. But again, like I said, I'm going to need you ones that, can't stand me because you agree that niggas ain't shit, but not your brother, not your daddy. Huh? Do you think those girls and his mother would have been in the house with them if they thought that he would do such a thing? Here's the thing. You, bitch, yeah, you you're one snap away from your brother doing this shit to you. Because the fact of the matter is, black men are a protected class. They always have been. Okay. And now that you're public enemy number one, good luck with getting justice. Huh? Aaliyah, you got anything on this?
You want to call me? Because I was
Snapple. You got it? Don't you start it, Aaliyah.
Okay.
It's two dead girls this time, girl. What's going on, Snapple?
This is quite the display of the Blackistani logic and hierarchy. The fact that the family is there standing beside him and showing up to court to support him is just, I am appalled. And I know every time we see stuff like this, we should be used to it. But it's like anytime I see it, it's like you bitches are not ashamed. Like you think this shit is okay, that you just don't give a fuck that much that these girls just got done up. And you talking about mental health? Fuck mental health. Ain't no motherfucking mental health. That's just evilness. Evil. That's just rage. That's just hatred that he had for his sisters. Mental health where, bitch? Ain't no motherfucking mental health. I'm so sick of this shit. That's a motherfucking cop-out. And like you said, DZ, that's hopium and copium. That's what that mammy-ass family wants to tell themselves to justify standing beside him. How dare you? Yeah, like somebody said, his mammy-ass mother. Those are your... Oh, my God. Every time I see this, I'm like, it is so disgusting to me the way mammies like treat their daughters, and they mistreat, I should say, they mistreat, discard, and don't give a fuck about their daughters, but they really just, that little nigga, they son could do anything, and I bet you if this motherfucker don't get put away for life, he gonna get paroled to his mammy house at some point, and she gonna get done out. Remember that other story? The block threw a party because he came home and like 2 days later he took everybody out in the house. This is what I'm saying. This is ridiculous. This is disgusting. But let me see. Let me flip through my pink pamphlet and see what page this is on. Oh yeah. Okay, that's another Black Love, Blackistan. The divestors are crazy because they won't house their schizophrenic brothers and they bipolar brothers and uncles, and they have the nerve to want to be safe. Who the hell they think they are? They know these mental health having ass niggas need support. You mean to tell me y'all not gonna go down to the courthouse and support him after he done took off his sisters? Oh yeah, that's the lesson, I guess. That's the lesson that the mammies want to tell the divestors. Something wrong with the divestors, goddamn. Ain't nothing wrong with the mammies that went to court to show up to support this monster. I say electric chair, Your Honor, electric chair, and then fine the family just for showing up. Give them some consequences too.
I'm telling you, the way they talk about us and how they do us, I ain't got nothing for you but a song for the funeral. That's all I got. I sing at the funeral for y'all. Hey,
this is the thing, okay? Was the little girl not feminine enough? I'm being facetious, of course, right? Was the little girl not submissive enough? Was she disrespectful? Was she dressed the wrong way? And oh my God, the 21-year-old, the mom is sticking by that nigga. All right. Let me take this from up here because I simply am stunned that we got bitches shading the fuck out of us. Okay. For what reason? Ladies, we've been gone for over 2 weeks. We have been gone for over 2 weeks. Okay. And we haven't said anything nasty about anybody. We have just been reporting what's online, what's happening in this world, and what have you. Ladies, even Black women that found their unicorn, I wish you could see my quotation marks, fucked around and found out that Black men really don't like Black women. And why is that important? And why do I keep repeating that? Because it's for your safety. See, you think you in trouble when you get around other people in this world. That's not the truth. The fact of the matter is your number one predator. He looks like you. He just is a male. That's it. That's all. He's your brother, your uncle, right? Your father, sometimes your son. How many times have I shown y'all a son taking his mama the fuck up out of here? The fact of the matter is Black men don't like Black women. And this woman went to crying. I mean, she was crying real fucking tears and had been crying all day, right? She finally stopped crying and got herself together to do a TikTok and ask Black men what their problem is. But she knows, I know, pamphlet knows, everybody fucking knows. It's just who's willing to admit it is the thing, right? Let's go.
I've been crying. Forgive my eyes. I created a video hold on. I created a video today, it's getting a little traction. Just talking about being funny. I'm going through menopause, so my husband spit in the sink this morning. It's content, so I've made a funny video just saying I want a divorce because he spit in my sink. I'm not getting a divorce because he spit in my sink. I thought that was clear by the video, me saying he hawked up a testicle. This is funny content. I'm a new creator trying to get into the Creative Rewards program, so it's content. I was not prepared. My husband treats me well. My grandfather treats me well. I did not know black men hate black women. Black men, you ought to be ashamed. You really hate black women, and you should be ashamed of yourself, the things you guys said. Shame on you. Do better.
She's not ready either. Notice before she said, black men really hate black women. She had to give that caveat about her family member. Too bad the little girl and the 21-year-old girl can't give that caveat anymore because their brother fucked them the fuck up. She's still not ready. And it was in black and white on her own goddamn channel. Ladies, y'all should have seen the stuff they were writing in there. Fellas, you better look out. These bitches, they just going the fuck in. And they named you by race. Huh? Aaliyah, you got anything on this? Because she was crying. For what?
I'm telling y'all think I'm playing, y'all think I'm crazy, but I'm dead serious. When they start talking, it's certain shit I be hearing. If you play that shit back, I promise you, the only thing you heard was, well, all the time that I was loving you.
She's in a singing mode tonight.
I'm for real. Play it back. All you gonna hear is, I'm not gonna cry.
Aaliyah, stop it, girl.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Let's play it back. Y'all think I'm playing. That's all I hear when they start talking. It was a sad song.
Snapper, you got anything, girl?
I think this lady is lying to herself, talking about her man treats her well or whatever, because it's like, bitch, at your big age, not you crying on the internet because of some shit some roaches had to say. You know, I think what happened was your husband that you had to give the caveat about is probably treating you like shit. And then you got your ass online and saw them niggas ain't shit either. And that's the only thing that makes sense to me, because we already know these nigga corns don't really be doing what they supposed to do behind the scenes. So yeah, it's giving projection. Talking about what the fuck was she crying all day for if her peoples is treating her so well. The math is not mathing.
She full of shit.
I told her she crying, Snap. I'm telling y'all, go play that lady back and y'all listen to that song. That's all y'all. If y'all listen to these mammies long enough, that's all y'all gonna start hearing is the mammy anthems when they start talking. I promise you, all of them telling the same story. Some people just put it to music. You gonna know what I'm talking about when you play it back.
I don't know that song, girl. You know I'm a coon and a bad witch. What song were you singing?
Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. Go ahead. Are we gonna get to drag some more illegal immigrants behind the wall?
We'll add them to the mix. I think Pank book lessons can help this lady, right? Show her how to not be talking bad about her man on the internet if you want him to continue to move, because they might not, right? Take it the right way. There's a fine line between being disrespectful and a joke. The King is really sensitive. Huh? I'm fixing to go to Discord. All right. Love y'all. And I will see y'all when I see ya. Peace.
Bye.